Hi, welcome to the Geek Family of 5 unboxing of the March 2019 Theraplay Sensory Box. Theraplay is a subscription service that specializes in sensory-friendly games and toys for your child. Check out what our kids thought about this month's box.
What's in the box, bud? I'll move this. Here, I'll help you. I'll help you. But you picked it, and you're happy to help you though. So what's this? Learning resources, Froggy feeding fun. This wonderful game can be used as open-ended as needed, or with set game rules. Basically, it can be adapted to suit the needs and abilities for the child you are using it with. For children who are not yet ready to play game with rules, but you can use it loosely by just having fun practicing squeezing the frog's mouth and picking up a fly. You can have a child squeeze the frog and pick up a fly from the table, or have him or her place the fly inside the frog's mouth using a free hand.
What I like about this game is you can just spread out like them as you want, and I do different things. What I don't like about it is that you have to squeeze very, very hard. It is very hard to use the frog and squeeze them and pick them up.
Same thing. Squeezing the frog, you have to use a lot of strength, and then just picking it up can sometimes be difficult. There, buddy, it's Buddy. No, sister picked it.
That's really hard.
It's pretty distracting you. I'm making use of it in school.
And it even stretches a real long time, but if you stretch way too far, it goes snapping. Whoa, it's a giant tornado!
Therapy putty. Squeeze, pinch, stretch, or twist to strengthen hand muscles, improve fine motor skills, and decrease stress. What do you like about it, bud?
I like this a bit squeezing toy for calming down, and what I don't like about it is you have this like the frog. It takes a lot of strength to squeeze that. A lot of strength.
What I like about it is that it might help me myself and with my stress levels and also some of my anxiety, because it might help me with just releasing it all just by squeezing it or messing around with it. So because I'm always fidgeting with something, I have to keep my hands occupied when my hands aren't doing anything unless taking notes.
This.
Okay, here, let's just get it out of its container for you. Does sister do that for you?
Oh, Sissy.
Spin it. So, spin this.
Let's use it. You actually can blow it.
Kicker Land Rainbow Twirler. Spin this fun and mesmerizing toy between your fingers to create an array of dazzling shapes. What I like about this is that it looks like a bubble. If you move it fast, if you move it a certain way, it looks like a bubble, and it is very hypnotizing. What I don't like about it is that these little ribbons can sometimes get tangled up if you use it in the wrong direction. This is a fat brain Fat brain. Fat brain. Later. Fat
brain. Fat brain. So this is the number one thing.
This keychain. This keychain has two simple little silicone bubble buttons that you can pop and push. The simple design makes for a perfect tool to keep hands occupied and to fidget with to help improve concentration or to help manage anxiety. The small design makes it easy to take with you when you're traveling or in the car. This toy makes slight noises when you push the button in, but it makes it all the more satisfying to fidget with. So you want to try? You like it?
On.
What do you like about it, bud?
That you can like play around with it, go like this.
There's not a whole lot to dislike about it. It makes a wonderful fidget toy. Besides the name of it, it's pretty funny.
Fat brain. Fat brain.
Sensory stick. This spiky hand fidget provides a lot of tactile stimulation and can be particularly beneficial for children who seek and crave tactile sensory input. Roll it in between your hands, or even roll up and down arms and legs. Perfect to use to help a child refocus or maintain attention, especially during seated activities and desk work.
I like you can like go twist, and do that and do this.
Well, he rolled it up and down his leg.
Kind of common. What I don't like about it is like kind of like pokey and like sometimes you might accidentally like when you have your shoes off, you might accidentally leave it around and then you step on it. Ouch!
What I like about it is that it makes a very good fidget toy, and like what he said, you can move it within your hands and up and down your arms, or do this, or even put it on a table. Even though it does make noise, it does make a good fidget toy. I think it might help him more because he's more sensory attention.
All right, guys. So overall, what did you think of this month's box?
It was fantastic.
Pretty much he's saying it's a 5 out of 5 stars. Me, I'd say 4.5 out of 5.
Xander, what was your favorite thing in today's box?
I love this.
Okay.
Putty.
All right.
Putty.
All right.
Putty. Hit that subscribe button.
With a giant putty frog.
Thanks for joining our Geek Family of 5.
Heads out.
We started out with a 3-month subscription for the Theraplay Sensory Box. Now this is our 3rd box that we've received in this subscription. For those of you who haven't watched any of our other videos, we have one child that's a sensory seeker and one child that's a sensory avoider. Seekers crave a lot of attention, avoiders want to, of course, avoid it. I think in this particular box, there are several really good things. I agree with both of my kids with this particular fidget toy here. I think this is something that my sensory seeker boy could really benefit from. I need to figure out a good way to integrate this into his daily routine. And of course the girl with her really big need for fidget toys is excited about the Therapeutic. The frog game has a lot of different uses. The frogs themselves are a little difficult to manipulate, but if you have a child that does need that PT movement with hand strength, it's really a good addition there. And the counting and color sorting aspect is really great as well. The one toy in here that I think, while very cool, has the greatest ability to be destroyed very quickly is this lovely little gem here. I agree with my daughter. It is rather hypnotizing if you're just sitting and spinning it. It does look like a soap bubble. But again, having a sensory seeker in the house who tends to play very roughly with his toys, and if you had a very small child that doesn't understand the need for being delicate with something, or that something is delicate, yeah, this would get in the trash very quickly. Now that we've completed our 3-month subscription to the Theraplay Sensory Box, I don't think we'll be renewing right now. We have, of course, 2 children that are at different age points, and they already have a significant number of play items that I'm afraid that we get too many of these and they're going to get lost in the shuffle and not be as useful as they could be. The Theraplay box is trying to reach multiple age ranges. So depending on the age of your child, some of the items in the boxes may be too old or too young. If the items are older or your child's not ready for them yet, then hanging on to them and using them at a later date is fine. But if you have a child that's in the 9-year-old range, some of these are going to be too young for them. Maybe they're already past the counting and sorting stage, and they won't find this as useful as a younger child. So there's pros and cons to the box, as with any box. I do think the Theraplay Sensory Box was a good choice for us to try out. We have gained several tools that the kids are very excited about. Again, this little fidget right here for the boy, I think is going to be great. The girl has gained several new fidgets of her own. A couple of the items that we couldn't use here at the house or the kids were not interested in, I have sent to my son's classroom for his teachers to use, and they're very thankful for those as well. So I think that overall, subscribing to this box for a short term has been a good idea. It has, again, given us some new tools for our toolbox, given us some new ideas of what the kids do and don't like. A short-term subscription or a single box of the Theraplay Sensory Box would be a great way to show the special ed teacher in your child's life that you appreciate all that they do to help your child navigate the world around them, and give them new tools not only for your child but for the other children in their classroom. If you're interested in learning more about the Theraplay Sensory Box, or perhaps getting your own subscription, check out the link in the description below. I don't know about you guys, but I grew up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and I'm very touched that this month's subscription box has a quote from Mr. Rogers in it. "There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are." Don't forget, there is a new movie about the life of Mr. Rogers coming out in October. That'll be a great way to introduce your kids to a special man.